Well, Sara just got here. So that's it for the day. That's what I love about this job is I get to play with the doggies all day. Zoe's looking for the lizard. We got a great group of dogs today. Everybody can play in the big yard. Hey, after I signed off, I looked up the word Jap. So I apologize. That is an ethnic slur nowadays. Maybe it always was. I also looked up the word trout because I remember as a kid. Now, you gotta remember, I'm 55. My dad fought in the South Pacific, and you know, I guess there's certain words you grow up as a kid and you know what they are. And I haven't had any reason to use the word Jap. Well, many years until I got this doggy. So I saw the tag. I should look up the pronunciation of it, but I'm just going to say Koinu. Koinu? It's K-O-I-N-U. Koinu. I'm going to say Koinu. That's how I would end up saying it. So Koinu. No more Jap dog. You are now Koinu. Okay? We agree? And I apologize if I offended anybody. That's not the intent. I grew up, my dad was a contractor, and I worked with people of all colors, and I came from white Burbank, grew up in Burbank, and pretty much all white, but my dad was a general contractor, and I grew up as a kid going out on job sites, and one thing that everybody had in common, when any man or woman, but it was all men then, any man hit his thumb, he yelled, usually cursed, and he had red blood. So it didn't really matter to me. Everybody was kind of equal. So I guess the proper word is African American and Latino. I'm really stretching here to pull out the words. American Indian, Chinese. I'm trying to remember who else my dad had working. But anyhow, everybody hit their thumb with the hammer. They all yelled ouch, and they all had red blood, and we all got along. So anyhow, no worries on my end, but I apologize for using the word Jap. It is a derogatory term, racial slur, and kraut. Growing up, I mean, that's, you know, you played cowboys and Indians, which is probably politically incorrect, and we played, you know, we fought the war against the Germans and the Japanese. So anyhow, but trust me, hey, if I don't know something, I'll look it up. I ponder a lot of things. I wonder things. There was just something else the other day I was wondering. Oh, jerky. How the name jerky came about? A friend of mine was making some beef jerky, and so I actually looked that up to find out how that came about, and that was quite interesting. In Inca, the word, oh geez, well, like preserving, drying out the meat, and the closest thing was another word I can't pronunciate, and somehow it worked its way into jerky. That was the American translation of it. But anyhow, kind of interesting, learning. 55 years old, I'm still learning more about the dogs. The more time you spend with something, the more time you love it. But if you keep broadening your horizons and keep learning, you know, what can people say about you? I mean, if you're not learning, I guess you're ignorant. So again, you guys go back and watch the other video. I don't think I said anything really offensive, but there it is. I apologize. Maybe that's why the doggies all love me. Huh. Dogs. Big ones, little ones, different colored ones. Male, female. And I treat them all the same. I want them all to behave. We got Missy.
Missy, you're having fun. You're a hurt
Dog. Oh, and I did get a hold of the male Westie over there. That's Rock. Rock and Roxie and Missy came together. So there you have it, folks. I'm always learning. Hey, Jake. Really? Really? What? Really, Annie? What? What? Timmy fell into the well? What? What? You gonna be vocal? You gonna be vocal?
Oh, here comes Max. Hey, Max. Sara loves playing.
Max is gonna throw that hip in there soon.
Really? What? They're getting too close? All you gotta do is back away. You don't like them playing?
Hey. See, sometimes they want to stand by me, and that they're playing by me. They're playing. This is when I say, if this kind of play bothers you, don't bring your dogs here. Don't let me pick up your dogs, because this is playing. And I will let them play rough. We'll try to trim their nails so none of the dogs get scratched or I get scratched with their nails. Can't trim their teeth, folks, but when they play, every now and then someone might get scraped. So you got to remember, they do play with their paws and their mouths. Zoe, we don't need a cheerleader. What are you, egging them on? You egging them on? You tell them, take them to the mat, take them to the mat. Who's your favorite? All right, that's enough. Zoe. No. You want to run? You're just jealous because they're not playing with you. You want them to chase you. Usually they're following Zoe. They're chasing Zoe all over the place. Missy, these aren't sheep. You don't need to be herding them. And I say herding, not hurting them, herding them. Jake, the dog that's down on the ground, his owners have been bringing their dogs to me since 2007. In fact, one of their old dogs is a picture I use. Dog is, I'm wearing overalls, wearing my hat, looking at the camera. My friend Krista, Levy, took the picture. I love how she captured me and the dog. Well, we're getting up to that 14-minute mark. I don't think YouTube allows me much more than 15 minutes, so I'll shut it down. Koinu, Koinu? Come here, Koinu. I can't tell which one Roxie and Rock is. Really, Annie? Really? Alright, like I said, we're getting up to that 15-minute. Country Oaks Bed and Biscuit Inn. There's always room at the inn for your dog to play. Play rough, tumble, just be a dog. Be a dog. They all have in common. They're all dogs. Farmer Paul signing off.